What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video we're going to be looking at XLM, checking out the price action going into this FOMC meeting. And so if you like today's video, hit that like button, subscribe for more, leave a comment where you're tuned in from. So shout out to Metal and a couple of the other subscribers, right? I've finally changed out my old mic, got a new mic, so hopefully everything is nice and crisp. If it is, please leave it in the comments so I know. And let's get into the video. So we got XLM here on the daily. We have broken out above the sell side pressure, sell side wall, which is beautiful. We're sitting above the 50-day EMA now, just sitting right on there. Today's candle doesn't look too great, right? If I'm being honest, there's no wick to the downside, right? How many straight up green candles without a wick to the downside do we have? Not many, right? Not many. I mean, all these have like this doesn't really have a wick. I mean, does it have any kind of wick? I mean, it has the tiniest of wicks, right? The tiniest of tiniest. So, in order to compare apples to apples, I mean, this candle really didn't have a wick, and it went crazy. This candle didn't have a wick, this candle didn't have a wick, this candle didn't have a wick. So on this November move, a lot of the candles didn't really have wicks. Right, no wick, barely any wick. So that's good news, right? If we're trying to have another move just like November. So, pardon me. Yeah, this looks healthy. This candle, could be better, if I'm being honest. Could be better. Let's move this. Fu Manchu, we do have a green dot. I don't like how we are up on the stochastic without any momentum though, right? We're kind of stalling. We're stalling. We're not doing anything with this momentum. We're not doing anything, and it's starting to make me question this move. All right, starting even with stablecoin dominance. We'll get into stablecoin dominance. We are breaking out of this 51.55 area, which is good on the RSI. But there's just not a lot. There's not a lot going for XLM right now. This looks really beautiful as a whole, but right now, some meat left on the bone, right? It does look like we have a 1-2. Right, let's do some fib levels, right? Let's do some fib levels. Right, nice little 1-2. Okay. Where are we in terms of the third wave? I mean, we're trying to work our way up to the 1618. We wicked up to the 1886. So far, there's meat left on the bone. I'd like to close above the 1618. And if you know this, you know, right, when I get to the 4-hour, when I get to the hourly chart, it's a big area, very big area. So right now, I mean, yeah, we've used the 786 as support, right? 786, 786. And we're just kind of getting slammed down. So I'd like to see some continuation, finish this up, right? And then, unless this is the the third, coming down to the fifth, right? If this, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Can't be more impulsive. 4 didn't overlap 3. We're sitting right on the 382. We rejected the 69197. So in order for us to think for higher prices, right, we need to get above the 786, which is still around the 39-cent mark. So nothing really changes, right? Nothing changes. We're still looking to try to get above that 39-cent mark. Base case, get above 40, right? Something like this. Like get up, right? Get up, and then you got to correct down, right? Because we're looking for a 1-2 setup for this next third wave, right? We're looking for like a 1-2, like a pretty large 1-2, because the bigger the 1-2, the bigger the third, right? So that's what we're looking for. Yeah, let me get out of here. In terms of the the micro subwaves, yeah, we have. So I've used the there's so many scenarios with Elliott wave. It's A then B, or A then C, You know, I did use that last scenario where the fifth wave, we're in the fifth wave of this 1-2 setup. So yeah, I'd like to get up a little higher, at least get up to the 786 at 399, that 40 cent level where that gatekeeper level is. Get above this. Right, get above this, and then use it as support. And then then you get up, and you start targeting, you know, your 60, 70, 80 cent, 90 cent area, right? We're working on that. It's, you know, it's kind of a grind right now, if I'm being honest. It's nothing flashy, it's nothing pretty, but I do think the low is in. I definitely think the low is in. You know, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. I've been right before. I'll be right again. And so it's about making money. So as long as we, you know not to sell at the lows and know not to buy at the highs, then we're golden. Okay. So we are breaking out in the RSI and the daily. Let's go check out the 4-hour. Okay, this does make sense. Do we have bearish divergence? 38, 3895, 39. Nope, that's not bearish divergence, right? So I'm gonna throw this on here too, just to see. Okay, we broke out of that downtrend. So let's see this downtrend. Let's see about this. Let's do something like this. All right, I'll leave this on the 4-hour. Right, I'll just do the 4-hour. Okay, so let's see how we interact with this moving average. That'd be really nice to see, see a bounce, do something off that. So that'd be really great. We do have a red dot on the Fu Manchu. Not the greatest, right? With momentum, it's fine. Right, slow down momentum a little bit and then go again. Right, we're still not getting into that overbought zone. So yep, some room left on the bone, right? Some meat left on the bone. This looks nice. So this looks like a 3-wave. This looks like a nice little pullback, right? 3 waves down, or 3 candles, so 6 hours to the downside. So we've been going down since 3 o'clock in the morning, right? We hit, what did we hit? We hit 39.5 and then just have kind of tanked. Maybe we find support and close above this 386 level. Right, 386 level. This is a level we needed to stay above to stay bullish, is that 376 level. If I'm being honest, I'm going to start moving these candles, these up, because I do think the low is in. I do. I'm going to put this right there. Shoot, what was that at? I'm so sorry. I need to put this at 376. All right. 376. Okay. Let's close right there. That'd be really nice. And then down through here. So because we're getting a higher low, we just want to make sure we're keeping higher lows. This is not considered the low. This is considered the low. So this area, like right here. Okay. Higher lows, right? And that looks good. So we really need to get above this 399, stay above this 386 level, kind of bouncing in this zone. Okay, I can leave this on the, what is this, the 2-hour and the 4-hour? I can leave this on, that's fine. I kind of want to check out the MACD. Yeah, look at the 2-hour. You got that cross, kind of just looks like you're correcting to the downside. So we'll try to stay above that 618 level. Let's check out the, the MACD on all these. All right, this looks really good. This looks promising, right? This looks promising. This looks very promising, right? It's not that we've crossed, right? This is a nice cross. It's the separation already between the two. You see how they're already, the angle on which the stochastic is separated, right? It's larger than this. You see how quickly after the cross, right? We crossed right here and it kind of malingered and then it took off. We've crossed and we've shot up, right? With velocity, which is good. Something like this, I assume. Is this it right here? This is it right here, like this. All right. My blind eyes didn't zoom in. You see how we've right? You kind of have that gap immediately. You shot up immediately, right? So that's kind of, if you didn't see, this is kind of what I was looking at right here, right there, right? So comparative moves. I do believe this November move is coming, something spectacular like that, and even more, right? And even more. So let's go look at stablecoin dominance, right? So if you're new to the channel, stablecoin dominance is a a primary mainstay for this channel, right? We've been spot on. I mean, not to pat myself on the back, but hey, you gotta take them when they come, right? So I'll admit when I'm wrong, I'll own it, but when I'm right, hey, come on, gotta acknowledge it. So this looks great, right? This looks great. We closed below 628. We have a wick to the upside, right? We are down now below all the EMAs. Right, we're down below all the. Oh, you get out of here. No, you get deleted. No, you get deleted. Right, we're below all the EMAs now. Every single EMA. Okay, so we look great. Next and last goal, honestly, last goal. Close down below the 617 level. Close below it. Right. So I don't know what we're. I gotta look at what we're doing right now. MACD looks bearish. Bearish as heck. Super bearish. What about the 2-day? 2 days curve down, 3-day curve down. It couldn't even get above the 0. Weekly, oh yeah, this looks bearish. So it's starting to turn bullish, and you can tell it's just losing momentum. It's just losing momentum. It was trying to work its way up. We're talking about this blue line. It was trying to work its way up, and now you kind of see it. It's kind of angled. It's flat. It's flat, and it's kind of starting to angle like this. Super bearish. Right, especially when you have. This is flat, right? This stochastic, and then you can tell this is moving down. Right, we're looking for a bearish cross on the weekly too. This is a significant time frame, so super significant. What about the 12-hour? Oh yeah, 12-hour looks bearish, super bearish. We're about to cross that 0 on both headed in the right direction. Right, both are headed down. It's perfect, 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 perfect. So, pardon me. We love to see that, right? See how I talk about it. So now we're looking at something that we want to see bearish, right? This is what you want to see bearish, right? Green dots, no momentum. It's probably a green dot on the 2-hour with no momentum either. Yep, look at these green dots. I'll go to the other chart. I'm just looking at the MACD. Yeah, it's just trying to cross up, and then we're gonna get like a cross down. That should be really nice. So that'd be beautiful. We can zoom in right here. Where are we? I was kind of tracking this yesterday. Yeah, I mean that was the high, right? I was thinking, okay, this looks like the high, right? When did I put this on? I put this on like yesterday morning or whatever. You're right, we're right at that 382. It's perfect. Right, we're finding resistance right at that 382. I expect us to, where is this? This 616 area, I mean, that's that 618, 617 is that 382. We just need to close the day. You need to start closing candles below this, and we're going to freaking launch down. Because if you invert this, right? I mean, that just looks like a, bull flag, right? Bull flag, right? And then you break out, back testing, right? Back test your breakout, okay? And now you're moving and grooving, okay? So that looks really good. We're gonna just keep monitoring this. I'm hoping for, 573, 580, 580 area, like down through here for the next move, like something down through here. Eventually down to the 543. We're probably gonna get a bounce unless it's just a waterfall, which is nice. So yeah, so in the next couple minutes we'll see what we're gonna do, and yeah, I'll just keep you guys updated. This is XLM right now on the charts. It's not bearish, it's not bullish, it's kind of just neutral right now. It doesn't really know which direction it wants to go. We are above the September open, which is beautiful. On the weekly, right, we got a bunch of stuff on here, but we're above the 0.5. We didn't actually drop below the 0.5. See the difference? Difference in structure, right? Difference in structure. And so, stayed above it. We stayed above the 618, stayed above 786. We do have some levels to the upside that we need to get through. I'm not saying all of these are going to be resistance, but one of these is going to be a major resistance. I do think it's going to be this weekly 382. I do. I think this 42 cent. I actually hope we come up to it, then come down like that, and then go something like that. So we don't run out of steam. We don't just try to get above it, and then this takes out a lot of our momentum, and then we come down like that. That's not what I want to see, right? I want to see us, build up some momentum, but weaken it, find support at this 40 cent, and then go. Okay, because if you just try to straight blow through strong resistance, you just run out of steam very quick, and then your correction is really, really, really bad, right? Because people are just shorting all the way up. It is good for us, but eventually, right, those shorts, the longs keep piling up, and market makers, they make money, right? They liquidate dumb retail. So we're not dumb retail. We are sophisticated. I don't know what we are, but if you're a degen investor like me, this degen, I'm a little degen too, so I'm proud of it. So, but that's it for today. That's the video. I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate your time. You have those levels marked out on the map. We do look like we're bullishly postured. I'm still remaining bullish, regardless if we come down in a correction. I do think the low is in. There could be a little shakeout, some shenanigans that happens, but I still believe higher. So thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Please please subscribe. Let me know how the mic is. So have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.